Alright, so in this video, I'm gonna show you how to import a drawing detail and how to export views in Autocad. Okay, so let's go first to our importing a drawing detail. So we actually have two ways of putting a CAD drawing in your Revit. So one is importing it, which is what we're going to do. The other one is linking your CAD file. So import or linking. Now the question is when to use link and when to use import. Okay, so for the link, you use link in Revit if you want the external file to stay separate from your Revit model. So file types like CAD file, like DWG, IFC, Revit, or point clouds. So also use link if you want to be able to update the source file outside Revit and reload it in. Okay, so the common practice is linking in your survey drawings, linking consultant Revit models, linking IFC models, and linking your point clouds for scan to BIM. So the advantages of linking your file in Revit is that it keeps your Revit model lightweight, it updates automatically when reloaded, it's easy to unload or remove when not needed, and it's good for coordination with consultants. The other one is import. So when to use import? So you use import if you want the file to be embedded permanently inside your Revit model. So file types usually is CAD file, so DWG, DXF, images, so those files, and also use import only for small, simple data that you want to keep as part of the model. Like for example, logo for the title block, manufacturer CAD details that you want to bake into your family, or very small one-off CAD details that won't change, which is what we are going to do. We are going to import a drawing detail that we are not going to change. So there are some downsides of importing. So because it makes your Revit file heavy, it can clutter with unwanted layers, line styles, or hatch patterns, and it cannot be updated easily if the source file changes. So you'd need to delete and re-import. Okay? So as a rule of thumb, always link unless you have a very good reason to import. So when you say link, that means external, updatable, lightweight. The other one is import. That means embedded, permanent, and it's hard to manage. Okay, now let's import a drawing detail. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna select view here, and then I'm going to create a drafting view. So we use drafting view to create details that are not directly associated with the building model. So any changes that you made on your 3D model, it will not affect your drafting view, and vice versa. Because drafting view, it's just a 2D drawing. Okay, so this is the view where you import your detailed drawings. Okay, so I'm going to select drafting view, and then I'm gonna put the name here like ladder detail. Okay, and then I'm going to select here. Okay, that's it. So there's your drafting view from your project browser. There's your ladder detail. Now let us import our CAD drawing. So let's go to insert, import CAD, and then I'm going to select this one, mfloorplan.dwg. So I want the colors to be included, or maybe I'll just make it black and white. So black and white. I want to put it at the center, auto center to center, and then the rest default settings, layers all, import units, auto detect. And then I'll just select here open. So that's it. And let us just wait. Okay, there you go. So I'll just close this one, this warning. And there's our... Hang on, this is not a drawing detail. Okay, so let me just import again. Let me undo this one. Import. Okay, so not the floor plan. So it's here on my this one. So ladder detail. So this is the one that I want. ladder detail, auto center to center, black and white, open. There you go. Okay. So this is now embedded to your Revit. So now if you want to edit your imported CAD file, there's an option there. If you select your CAD file, so you can see there's an option here, import instance. So there is an option here like a partial explode and also full explode. Okay. So I'm going to select here full explode. So I want to modify my model, for example. Okay, so I'm going to select full explode, and it's now exploded. So as you can see, I now have here my text separate. Okay, so let's say I notice the parapet here is wrong spelling, so I can now double click this to edit parapet, and then I'll just click outside. There you go. Okay. All right, so that's it. So just remember, every time you explode your file, your AutoCAD drawing in Revit, it kind of increase the file size of your Revit model. So that's why it is not advisable to full explode your model unless you really needed it. Okay, right? And also, if you go to your text here, I click the text, and then I click the drop down here. As you can see, it also adapts the text that is used, or the text style that is used on your CAD file. Okay, instead of having only 2.5 Arial and then schedule default. So after I explode the CAD file, it now adds another type of font style. Okay, even line styles. Okay, so that's what will happen if you explode. Okay, so basically that's how you import a drawing detail that you are not going to change anymore in Revit. And also that's how you create your drafting view. Now the other one here is we're going to export this view in AutoCAD. So as you can see, this is now our model, right? So let's say, for example, I want to open this in CAD drawing. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to duplicate my ground floor here. So I'm just going to right click this, and then after that I'm just going to duplicate. Okay, so there's a duplicate here, duplicate, and then I'll just change the name here. Okay, so just right click and rename, and then let's call it ground floor CAD, CAD floor, ground floor CAD export. Oops. Export. Enter. Okay. And then after that, I do not want to show the furniture here. So I don't want that. So that's why I'm going to open up the visibility graphic overrides. I can type VV as in Victor Victor. Just type that. So that's the shortcut of visibility graphic overrides, or you can also click visibility graphic overrides here on your properties. Just click that. It will open up the visibility graphic overrides. And then let's look for furniture. So you see there's the furniture here. Where is it? So this one. Okay, so I'm just going to hide this. Okay, and then I'm just going to select OK. So as you can see, it's now hidden. Now I don't want to see the pattern of my floor here. You see this pattern here, this grain coarse style pattern of your floor. So that's why I'm gonna open again the visibility graphic overrides, and then after that, let's look for the floor. So make sure you are on model categories. So floor, and then pattern. Okay, so let's see the pattern. Just click override there. And then I do not want to show the pattern there. So I'm gonna uncheck the visible there to make it invisible. And then after that, I'll just select here OK. And then OK. There you go. So it's now hidden. Okay. And let's say you don't want to see as well the annotation, okay, of your floor plan. So I'll go again to the visibility graphic overrides. And then this time, I'm going to select your annotation categories to go to the annotation. Okay. And instead of unchecking this one by one. So I can just click this one. I do not want to show any annotation categories in my view. So I'm gonna uncheck that. And then after that, I'll just select OK. And there you go. So this is now the view that I want to be exported in AutoCAD. Okay, so I'm now ready to export this. So let's go to the file. And then there's an export here. These are the types of files where you can export your Revit model. So there's CAD formats, PDF, IFC, DWF, DWFX. You can also export that as an NWC file. For this one, I'm gonna export it as a DWG. Just click that. Okay, so I'll just use this view. If you want to edit the setup of your export, so you see there's three dots here. You click that one and then you can modify this. Okay, you can modify the layers, you can modify the lines, patterns, text fonts, colors, solids, units and coordinates, general. Okay, you can even go to layers here and then change the settings, like load layers from standards. So you have the AIA, ISO 13567, Singapore standard, British standard, and then you can also load other settings from different files. Okay, for this one, I'll just use the default. So I'll just select OK, and then I want this one, current view. You see the current view. So I'll just select here next, and then I'll just save it on my document, and then I'll just save it here. Okay, so you just need to specify the name. So for example, floor plan, or maybe I'll just use this default settings here. So I'll just select here OK, and that's it. So I just exported my file to AutoCAD. Okay, so if I want to see that one, so I can open it. So let me go open my AutoCAD, open, and then let's go to documents. This one, I'll select open, and let's just wait. There you go. Okay, so there's my AutoCAD file. Okay, so hopefully you learned something from this video. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can put it on the comment section below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.